Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is June 26th, 2023. On this Monday morning, hope everyone is having a great day so far. In case you missed it, last night a special, or maybe you could say early this morning, special live episode of AEW Forbidden Door recap 360 Wrestling Fanatic. And the reason it was so late into the night / early in the morning is because I stayed up and watched the media scrum and then did the podcast right after. But first, before I get into the media scrum, I just want to say, usually my normal Sunday episode of GMWF, yesterday I recapped or previewed Forbidden Door, I should say, in the morning. So I didn't talk about what was going to be on A&E last night for WWE Superstar Sunday. And the episodes were The Most Wanted, Treasures Kurt Angle, and then Stone Cold Takes on America. And I haven't watched them yet, of course, because last night watched Forbidden Door live. But I'm gonna try one day this week to watch them on the Sling DVR. Got them both recorded, so we'll try to watch both of those episodes one day this week, hopefully. But now back to Forbidden Door. That episode is available to listen to now, wherever you listen to podcasts. And I want to talk more about the media scrum, which I talked a little bit about it last night, but not a whole lot. And I did mention this, I believe, but I'll talk about it a little more this morning. And that was the beginning of the media scrum with Sting and Darby Allin. Chris Jericho interrupts him with Floyd the Bat, and he challenges him to a tornado tag, anything goes, street fight, no DQ match, I guess you could call it, coming up this Wednesday on Dynamite. And Tony Khan made it official. Also, I didn't talk too much about it, but Bryan Danielson did suffer an injury in the main event against Kazuchika Okada. Right when he came out for the media scrum, he had some kind of brace or something on his arm, and apparently he suffered some kind of fracture in the match. And also, heading into Forbidden Door, I saw a report online that he has been a little banged up lately. So I'm not sure as of right now if he is going to miss any time or not. Also, John Pollock from Post Wrestling had a very good question about the risks some of the wrestlers take. Like, for example, in the Kenny Omega Will Ospreay match with the Tiger Driver 98 spot, and Ospreay landing right on his head. And Danielson said that, yes, they do have to be careful out there. And he mentioned about how when he was younger in his career that he did take some risks, and did some things in the ring that now he would not do. And he even had some praise during the media scrum for Orange Cassidy. And he said, that he did have kind of doubts about the character and the gimmick when he first saw it. But now he has seen the matches recently that Orange Cassidy has been having for the International Championship, and he kind of made it sound like he would like to work a match or maybe have a feud with OC, which I know some people, mostly the ones that don't like the Orange Cassidy character and the gimmick, especially Jim Cornette, who mostly complains about it. But I actually would like to see a Bryan Danielson and Orange Cassidy match. And like I said, some people might not like that because of the two completely different styles. But with these matches Orange Cassidy has been having with everyone for the International Championship, they have all been very good wrestling matches. And I think him and Danielson could actually have a really great match. Because, and definitely nothing against Orange Cassidy, definitely a great worker and great performer in the ring. But I think Bryan Danielson is one of those guys that can have a good match with just about anybody. You put him in there, and even if the guy he's in there working with, even if I would say maybe just a good worker or a good performer, that like some I say that about, of course, Bryan Danielson, AJ Styles, I've said about before, is they can get a great match just out of just about anybody and kind of make them better as well. But so I think Bryan Danielson and Orange Cassidy is something that I would really like to see. And then Tony Khan, he talked a little bit about the Fight Forever video game coming out this Tuesday, and he talked about Ring of Honor kind of. He said it's not really a developmental, but he kind of uses it to bring guys up, how he did on Dark and Dark Elevation when they were still on. Book local talent, kind of as enhancement talent for matches like he used to on Dark and Dark Elevation. And well, you've seen how some of the ones, like maybe some of the stars that have had the biggest push from it have been the acclaimed Matt Caster and Anthony Bowens appearing on Dark during the COVID lockdown time at Daly's place. And Tony Khan, he said he had that vision and just wanted to put them together. And other ones who are on Dynamite and Rampage every week now really were like that at first, kind of enhancement talent, I guess you could say, on Dark and Dark Elevation. So I thought the media scrum was pretty good. It went a little long, of course, but that is no surprise with AEW pay-per-views. They tend to go late, and the media scrum after usually does tend to go long. And I just got a notification from the Ringside News app, actually, and it says, I can't read it right now, but it says the identity of the reporter that Chris Jericho busted open, actually. I didn't know he busted him open, but with a water bottle, because there was a part when Jericho interrupted Sting and Darby Allin, where he picked up one of the water bottles on the table, hit it with his bat, and I know it went towards the reporters, but I thought it might have just hit the guy's leg or the guy's arm, maybe even landed in his lap, but I had no idea that it actually busted the guy open. Apparently it did. Not sure who it was. Have to go onto the Ringside News app and read who it was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't John Pollock, though. I did see him sing there. I'm not sure who that is, though. I know there was quite a few, of course, like there usually is, some local media, and of course the wrestling websites. So that's all for this morning episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatics. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Once again, if you want to leave your feedback and your opinions of AEW, New Japan, Forbidden Door, go ahead in the comments section. If the website or the app or the podcatcher has a comment section, go ahead and leave your thoughts about Forbidden Door right there. Or you can even email me, 360 Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. If I get any good feedback, I might read it on the podcast. And hopefully we'll have 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight on Raw. Hopefully, not promising anything though. Also, we'll be back Tuesday morning for another episode of GMWF. Hope everyone enjoys Monday Night Raw tonight. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.